Hey, I'm DJ Adora Tokyo, and I'm live at A3C for atlhiphop.com with Eddie Sanders. That's Eddie Sanders. I kind of whispered it a little bit. All right, welcome to Atlanta. You're originally from Chicago?
Yes. Born and raised in Chicago.
Awesome, awesome. Tell me about what brought you here to A3C. I know that you're speaking a little bit, too.
So I came out here with a panel topic called Data is the New A&R. I just feel like data collection and data analytics was a topic that hip-hop artists needed to understand and learn about so that they can help their revenue streams out a little bit. So bringing a little bit more business to the music side of things.
That is genius. Everybody needs to pay attention. So whatever you're doing, probably stop it and zone in right here. Can you tell me how you've used data analytics to affect hip-hop?
Just from my consumption as far as like email collection. So that through email collection, you're able to understand how many actual consumers you have. Through your impressions on your Facebooks and your Twitters, you have interaction with your consumers, which helps you drive to have more artists, more fans at your shows and things of that nature. So it's just a matter of fact, the data is already there. Everything is there. It's just a matter of actually looking at it and interpreting it and using it for your own good.
That's awesome. We have people constantly opening and closing the door, so we'll cut this out. Okay, cool. Yeah. So tell me, with your data collection, is that an agency? Is this something that you teach? You go on teaching as you go through places? I'm curious now. I want to know more.
I got you. Well, it's a thing as far as like I've educated myself on it because with my label I have to make sure I understand how the data works, and I've gotten to the point where now I look at it and say I need to educate other artists on this. It's not something I need to hold on to. It's knowledge that everyone needs to have. I think a lot of these artists, and even after the panel was over, we had artists come up to me and say, yo, you were the final piece in helping me understand what my next move is. I was at a certain point and now I understand. So that right there was gratitude enough for me to understand that I was doing the right thing with this panel.
Absolutely. This sounds really interesting. This is something I'm going to dig in deeper to. But we're going to talk about Freshly Baked Records, right? Tell me how you got the name.
Freshly Baked, I forget what commercial I was watching, but I was just taking the aspect of like a bakery and actually the music being like the cookies fresh out of the oven. Yeah, so like just that playing off words, like all the music that we put out is freshly baked, like right out of the oven, hot music, you know.
That's awesome. And just name for me a couple artists right now who have projects that are out there under Freshly Baked.
We have Lily K. She's on iTunes right now with a project called Ruby. She just recently performed at Made in America Festival. She's one of Tidal's rising artists. Show You Suck has a project on the way called One Man Pizza Party 5.
That sounds amazing.
It's going to be awesome. And then we have Heard Everybody has a 2K14 mixtape you can catch on Tidal and Spotify.
Big things coming from Freshly Baked Records. I'll be in Chicago next week throwing a party, so I'm going to have to check you guys out. Absolutely. I throw awesome parties. Thank you so much for this interview. If there's anything else you want to share with the viewers, here at atlhiphop.com, we have really, really good moments to share different experiences and insight directly from the artists, musicians, business people. So tell them where they can find you and what else you'll be doing throughout the festival.
Rest of the festival, probably checking out De La Soul. I really love A3C because there's not many like hip hop focused conferences, so the networking here is always awesome. Like you go back with new fans or new friends or new colleagues or whatever the case may be. So if you're trying to keep in contact with the kid, you can do Freshly BKD is the Twitter handle and the Instagram handle, and then the website is Freshly BKD as well.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Eddie Sanders. I'm DJ Adora Tokyo for atlhiphop.com. We are live at A3C.